Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And today we're going to be taking a look at an old unit that very rarely sees the light of day, OCTAGRAM Leon. Now, first off, he is only level 80, so he is not, like at full capacity. He is certainly not skill fused because I just don't have the Octagram emblems to do such things. And because he's not really that too good of a unit, I feel no need to do it for this showcase with a limited amount of currency. But what does count for him right now is that he is a light character, and he is physical, which means that he will fit probably pretty okay on the new New Year's Banner Xion team, because she's giving, crits and synergy to physical characters, and the enemy is dark. And he's got a few things to work with. So he is a single target, so, cool, awesome. His first skill changes his own orbs to oranges, so in the way that, we've had a lot of characters change their own orbs to blues or greens, he is one of the rare characters that does that for orange orbs, which we can make it work. And then his second skill is a personal alt buff for 50% and a 10% crit rate, which doesn't matter because we'll get guaranteed crits from Xion. If he was skill fused, it would look a lot better because it would go from 50% alt and 10% crit to 50% alt and 30% alt resistance down on the enemy, which would be much more impactful. But, like I said, he's not level 100, so I can't skill fuse him, which then just makes me hate skill fusion. Even more than I already do. But I can't guarantee he's going to look super duper good, but I'm going to try. So let's get started. Alright, we're going to put him on a team that looks like this. We've got Xion, we've got Diablo, we've got Hinata. They're pretty standard for this team. We've got Physical Rimuru back to give us that big time buff, and then we're also bringing Summer Shizu, because this Leon and no one else on this team is going to give us Weakness Strike. And her buff lasts for 2 turns. Also, she's an alt swapper, so in the event that we have not a lot of blues on turn 2, we can apply both her skills and then have a full hand, and we could look pretty good. In theory, right? In theory. And because it lasts for 2 turns, that means that on turn 3, we can still have it active, we could put the Hinata buff on, and we can send Leon away, and that will give us enough points on turn 4 or 5 to use the Rimuru buff and Leon's own alt buff. And we'll see how much damage we do here. Alright, let's see who's got the highest attack stat. 12, 6, 5, 13, 6, 2. Okay, so it's going to go to Shizu. So let's go ahead and use the giveaway for Shizu orbs. Alright, awesome. And then we'll bring Leon in for Shizu. And then we'll bring Hinata in for the protection gauge as well. And let's see just how much damage he does offhand. He doesn't have, he's not an EX character, he doesn't get EX alts. 6,000, okay, we're in EX 2 right now, so this is the last stage to get the Diablo dupe, and if you happen to have, Leon, maybe he does good things. Alright, that's a good hand right there, because it allows us to swap out just like we want to. So, poison damage, alright, sure, whatever. Go ahead and get Diablo out of here for Shizu. We'll use her alt swap. Boom, and then we'll use her Weakness Strike, and that'll give everybody, a little bit extra damage. Well, it'll give Leon a bit of extra damage. And then we'll use Xion here, convert to oranges, and then I think we have enough to use the future hand? No, we don't, never mind. It's only like 15 points. I thought it was more expensive than that. Okay. Well, regardless, we're going to get the alt here. So, an EX alt especially. So, okay, your magic, whatever. 5,000 damage. 33,000 damage. Why was he doing more last time? I feel like he... Oh, he had... Wait, hold on. I must be missing something. Alright, well... Let's carry on. We'll use the alt buff here. Ooh... Okay, so if these two were greens, that'd be pretty cool. Or oranges, because he would be able to convert both of them, and then we'd be able to swap out again. Not quite what we're able to do here, but... Oh well, we'll move forward. So we'll put the light buff on, and then we'll get him out of here, and he can just exist. And now we just have to build up to 100, well, 95 points technically is what we're gonna need here. So let's do these Hinata orbs, and that'll get us close. We'll get 30 points next turn, which will get us to 100, and then we've got 4 Shizu orbs to bring in. Perfect. And then, yeah, the protection trait will kick in. Awesome. So let's go ahead and bring Diablo, or not Diablo, but Leon back in now. Reamer's already up here, so we'll do the physical buff. We'll use the alt buff here. And interested to see exactly how much damage Leon gets out of here. I don't think I cannot remember the last time I used his ult, so I'm fairly certain that we will see it in its glory. Yes, okay. Most of the OCTAGRAM alts look pretty good. Glitter Sword. I don't know about the name, but, you know, it looks good. 258. 39k a hit. Okay, so 70-something here. 82. Okay. I mean, it's not bad. It wasn't terrible damage, right? We could probably kill with this buff and, well, maybe not. What'd be better here? Would the element buff be better or the weakness strike? Probably the weakness strike because it's for 2 turns, huh? Let's do that instead. We'll get Shizu in here. We'll do the weakness strike, and that's pretty much it. And then we'll have it for this ult, and then the ult after this turn, technically, if he doesn't die. 39k. And then this does 10k. Okay, so he should be dead this next turn, unless we don't get any Leon orbs. Alright, the magic seal comes in. It is what it is. Do we have enough points to use his alt buff? We don't, because that is the end of the buffs from Xion. Alright, how much health do you have? 42k. I mean, I still think we're able to do it, right? I still think we can take him out. Maybe we should have brought Diablo in for the normal orbs, huh? 6,000. 39k. Alright, well, I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but he is a very old unit, and he's not skill fused. If he was skill fused, we'd actually probably have killed on the second ult, not the third. But we would have done a lot more on his initial ult as well. So instead of like the 290, we'd have done like 350 or something like that, which is respectable for a level 80 unit who is almost, what, 2 years old at this point? Almost, I think. When did he come out? I have that. I have that information. When did OCTAGRAM Leon drop? He came out April 24th. Okay. Of 2022. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Hot minute since OCTAGRAM Leon came out initially. Alright, well, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. Like, I could have done less with Gazel, probably. Maybe. Depending. But Leon can get the job done. Takes a little bit. You need some support around him. Can get the job done. Let's try a different team build now. Alright, we're going to try some different unit comps now. We're going to bring the New Year's Milim, a unit that not a lot of people are going to have. If you have Warrior's Mind Violet, she is a much better substitute to put in here. We might do a small DPS clip of her in here as well. We're going to bring older Light Leon, who is the light buff support. And then we're going to bring OCTAGRAM Lumi for some stacking alt damage buff. So maybe we can coax a little bit more damage out of this. Maybe not. I don't know. We're missing the weakness strike. We still have the light buff. We'll have synergy power and alt resistance down now. The numbers may look the same, may look better, may look worse. I don't know. Let's try it out. Okay. I forgot to check who's got the highest attack. 11-4. Lumi 11-6-6, and Leon has 10. Okay, so they're gonna go to Lumi. Awesome. Okay, just gotta make sure that that happens. Okay, so Lumi, you know, tragically, I actually kind of want her in, but for the protection gauge, but we're gonna have to get her out unless we just don't send it. I mean, we don't have to get a Leon ult right here, right? We just get a Lumi ult. Let's bring Milim in because she's got Wind Trainee next or under her, so we're gonna get a lot of protection gauge actually next turn. Let's just do this. and then we'll worry about a Leon ult next turn, because we don't need an EX ult, so we don't need so much orange orbs for Leon to get working. Okay. Let's see. So, okay, I have a decent amount of protection. Let's do a stack here. Let's heal back a little bit. Awesome. Cover that poison damage, really. And, let's get her out of here now. Boom. And now, because we have more than a few, well, we have 2 New Year's units, we can actually use this buff effectively, right? So it's the full New Year's Blessing gauge increase by 50%, crit resistance down, and it doesn't really matter. We can use the Future Hand of Oranges as well, because I don't think we're going to get an ult for anybody on this turn. Maybe Millum, but that's all the points we have. So let's go ahead and do this. Leon will not get his ult off 2 oranges. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It does get a Millum ult. Okay, quite a bit. Oh, because she's getting the extra gauge increase, that's why. Oh, well. Okay. 19, 22, 12k. He's not on New Year's Blessing. He's not getting that extra 60% damage buff. It is what it is, though. That's pretty good damage. Ooh. Okay, so this actually works out quite well now. Let's go ahead and bring Leon in for Millum. Boom. And then we can use the OCTAGRAM Leon orb change into an orange, and that gives us another full hand. That'll get us his ult. We can't use the light buff because it's only for 1 turn, so we're gonna have to wait 1 more. But we do get the ult for technically all 3 characters, which works out because we're gonna stall a little bit longer because we need some points. 7,000. Diablo's doing more than him, really. Okay, so next turn we'll apply the light buff. We'll bring Lumi in and get another stack, probably, of the ult damage. And that'll be the last turn that we get anything. So, Leon light buff for 55 points this time. We'll get Octa Leon out of here. We'll use another stack of the ult damage. And yeah, we can use the ult here, and we'll be okay. And then I guess next turn, we'll bring Millum in, we'll use her buff, we'll use his buff, and that's cheap points right there. And yeah, we'll probably have enough to get another Xion off of this hand right here, right? Or not. Okay, that's cool. Alright, cool. Thanks a bunch. Thank you. I forget, oranges are terrible. 8,000, great. Lots of damage there. Light Leon does have the buff on, but he's still magic as well. You know, I don't see his ult very often either. It's the day of Leon. Too bad Space Leon is, you know, space and AoE. 21,000, okay, that's not bad. Diablo doesn't have the light buff, but he does have that 60% buff, so he'll do like 18 or something like that, probably. Somewhere around there. He does have a really good looking ult for a free-to-play character, I'm not gonna lie. Dark Underworld Slash. 45k, oh, damn. Oh, he does have the crit pierce as well, that's why. Lumi and other Leon do not have that. Okay. So we just need to build up to another Xion. That's really what we're waiting for. So we're out of the point stacking now. How much do we need? So we need 40, so we need 55 points to do that. And we're not going to build back up for that. So, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll get us max points. That'll get us a Xion. And then we can go ahead and nuke with the extra 40% ult damage now, which will stack alongside Leon's. Ooh. Is that going to fuck with me here? I think it does, actually. I think his is a... It is! No! Alright, we'll be back. Let's say we have to nuke on turn 5 then with him. We gotta have everything set up. So I'll come back when we're ready to do that. Okay, well, my folly was not bringing Leon in on turn 1 for the 6 hand, because we can get his ult early, send him away with the light buff. So we did exactly that. Now we're ready. We've gotten 2 stacks of Lumi just like last time. Go ahead and bring him in for Lumi. And we can go ahead and apply the debuff with Milim, and then the alt buff for himself, which will stack upon the permanent 40% that we've gotten so far. So if we check, we've got 40 plus 50, so 90% alt damage right there, plus the alt resistance down, plus the synergy buff, plus the his light buff from other Leon, and we'll have the synergy and crit as well. Full hand of oranges, but we still need to use Xion anyways because we need the buffs. And let's see if we can match the 260, something like that, whatever it was last time. Maybe being the key word, right? 228. Okay, I mean it's around the same number. It's not. It's still pretty good for a super duper old unit, but not exactly what I was expecting out of here. Oh, look at these greens that are not nerfed. Oh, right, because we're not an Inferno 3. That's right. Okay. I mean, I really cared about the damage. I don't really care if we beat it. Let's try another team comp before we end this video. Alright, I don't know how well this is going to run, because we're a bit starved on points, and Leon's buff you cannot hold, but we are going to bring Blanc and Warrior's Mind Violet. They're both doing double duties, so we've got crit damage, alt resistance down, we've got synergy power, or synergy resistance down, and the weakness strike. So that's 4 buffs between the two characters right there. We've got the free-to-play Warrior's Mind Xion, because she does stack crit damage on physical allies, which Leon is crit, and we're going to get crit from Xion. So, in theory, this should work, but Leon's 15-point skill, I mean, we're already going to have to waste 2 turns to get up to 160 to be able to use both of these ladies. So this could be not so hot. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to use any stacks of crit damage with Xion, but we'll find out. Alright. I believe Violet should have the highest attack stat, so perfect. Alright, so we'll get Leon in here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That gets us to 90 right there. We don't have any buffs that we can hold, which is a problem. So we're gonna, well, we've got the permanent alt damage or permanent stuff with Xion, but does that really count? So we're gonna have to burn like 3 turns or something here. So let's bring Xion in for Diablo. Let's maybe get a stack of crit damage here. Not that one. Stack of crit damage. There we go. 5%. Not a lot, but it is something. We could use Blanc to swap out the alt as well, just for funsies. Actually, if we did that, we would have a whole hand of oranges, and we wouldn't need to use Xion here. So I think that's actually something we should do. So boom, and boom, and then we'll use Leon's orb change, because this alt swap will turn that into a blue. Okay, fine. But they're all Leon orbs, which means that we can now use Leon's personal orb change into full oranges, and that lets us, save this Xion for next turn when we're definitely going to need it for points. So 68, looking pretty good, and now we just have to hold. So we get 1 stack. If we can... Oh, that's unfortunate. That did not work out like I wanted it to. Okay. Well, never mind. Well, I mean, I say never mind, but we can still, I think, do something with this. I honestly, we're not going to have enough points to use Leon's buff, so we're going to miss out on the 50% alt damage, but we're still going to benefit from both Blanc and Jean, which I think should be enough here. So we'll get Diablo in. We're just going to send these blues. We just need to make sure we have enough points, which is, the more important thing out of this. So we're going to have to burn this upcoming turn and then the next turn as well to get 160, and then we can use the big-time buffs from the ladies. So, yep, cool. Don't really care about anything right here. Go ahead and burn some more. And now we'll be able to nuke. And we should do better damage here because we'll have just 4 massive buffs now. So let's bring Leon in for Xion. Boom. And then we'll take Diablo out for Violet. And then we'll use this, and we'll use that. Yeah, that's everything we got. I don't know if there is a way, unless somehow we got like a perfect natural 6-hand of oranges on turn 2 and I didn't have to use Xion either, then we would maybe be able to stack another turn of points, but that's asking a little too much right there, I think. So, with this, Leon does not have his 50% alt buff, but he does have 5% crit damage here from Xion, 40% crit damage from Violet, 100% weakness strike from Blanc, guaranteed crit, guaranteed synergy, and then we've got the synergy resistance and alt resistance down on Adamant. So this should be fairly good damage now. Probably breaking 300k? No, 244 actually, it's worse. Well, it's better but worse at the same time. We are missing that alt buff. The alt buff is pretty impressive. Okay, well, it is what it is. Alright, well, I thought it'd be better, but it's too expensive because Leon, unfortunately, cannot hold his buff. We can use it here, though. No, we can't because he's magic sealed. Okay, well, I mean, we did 3 different team comms with Leon. He looks, like, he's okay. Definitely not great. If he was level 100 and skill fused, obviously we'd be doing a lot more damage, but it is what it is. I just wanted a chance to use light OCTAGRAM Leon, because when is the last time we've used him seriously? So, for an old unit, he did okay numbers. But let me know what you guys think about this. That's it from me. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.